Discovered my boyfriend's secret dating profile a month before our anniversary, and the air smelled like rain that evening, a faint dampness clinging to the windows of our little apartment. I'd always loved that smell. It reminded me of the night Jake proposed, 2 years ago, under a dripping awning at the pier. We'd laughed about how the universe had conspired to soak us, how it felt like a baptism into something unshakable. Now, with our 3rd anniversary a month away, I was buzzing with quiet excitement, hunched over my laptop, planning a surprise weekend getaway. The kind of thing that'd make him grin, that crooked grin I adored. But then it happened. I wasn't looking for it. I swear I wasn't. Jake had left his phone on the couch, buzzing with a notification, and I'd grabbed it to silence it. Something about respecting his sacred no screens after 8 p.m. rule. The screen lit up, and there it was, an email preview. New match alert. Jessica, 28, loves coffee and late-night adventures. My stomach dropped. A dating app? My Jake, the man who'd spent last Sunday sprawled on the floor with me, arguing over Scrabble words until we were both breathless with laughter? I blinked at the screen, waiting for it to make sense. It didn't. The apartment felt smaller suddenly, the walls pressing in. I set the phone down like it was a live wire and stared at it. My hands trembled as I reached for my laptop instead, typing the app's name into the search bar. I didn't even know what I was doing. Just chasing a thread of dread unraveling inside me. Minutes later, I found it. His profile. Jake, 31. Looking for someone to keep up with my chaos. Bonus points if you're into vinyl and bad puns. There was a photo. His photo. The one I'd taken last summer at the lake. His hair messy from the wind. His eyes crinkling at the edges. My chest tightened until I couldn't breathe. How long had this been here? Who was Jessica? Who was he? I didn't confront him that night. I couldn't. He came home late from work, tie loosened, that familiar tired but happy look on his face. "Hey, babe," he said, dropping his bag by the door. "You okay? You look pale." I nodded, forcing a smile that felt like it might crack my face. "Just tired," I lied. He kissed my forehead, oblivious, and shuffled to the kitchen to heat up leftovers. I watched him move, the man I'd built a life with, and wondered how many other lies were hiding behind that easy charm. Sleep didn't come. I lay beside him, listening to his soft breathing, replaying every moment of the last few months. Had there been signs? The late nights at the office? The way he'd started keeping his phone face down? Or was I just paranoid, stitching shadows into a story that wasn't there? The next morning, I called in sick to work. I needed answers. With Jake gone, I dove deeper. I created a fake profile. Something I never thought I'd do. Using a random photo from the internet and a name that wasn't mine. Lila, 29, loves hikes and witty banter. I swiped until I found him again. My heart thudded as I hit like. 2 hours later, a message popped up. "Hey Lila, hikes and witty banter? You're speaking my language. What's your favorite trail?" It was him, my Jake, flirting with a ghost I'd made. I stared at the words, bile rising in my throat. I wanted to scream, to throw something, but instead, I typed back. "Hey, I love the ridge trail by the lake. You." His reply came fast. "Oh, solid choice. I hit that one last summer. Great views. You free this weekend? Maybe we could grab coffee first." Coffee. This weekend. The same weekend I'd been planning our anniversary surprise. My vision blurred with tears, but I kept going, baiting him, testing how far he'd take it. "Sounds tempting. What's your go-to coffee order?" "Black, no fuss. Keeps it simple. You." I knew that. I'd made him coffee every morning for 2 years. I slammed the laptop shut, my breath hitching. This wasn't a mistake. This wasn't a glitch. This was Jake. My Jake. Hunting for someone else. For days, I played the part. I cooked dinner, laughed at his jokes, let him pull me into his arms at night. But every touch felt like a lie, every word a shard of glass. I kept texting him as Lila, building this fake connection, watching him weave a web I couldn't unsee. He told Lila about his love for old records, how he'd once driven 3 hours for a rare find. He didn't mention me, not once. I started digging through our life for clues. His phone was locked now. New, I realized, because it never used to be. His work bag held nothing suspicious, just pens and crumpled receipts. But then I found it, a second email account, buried in a forgotten tab on his laptop. Dozens of messages from women. Some flirty, some casual, some more. Dates arranged, meetups planned. One email stopped me cold. From 6 months ago. Last night was fun, Jake. Let me know when you're free again. Signed, Tara. 6 months. Half a year of this. While I'd been dreaming of forever. I sank to the floor, clutching my stomach, the room spinning. How had I missed this? How had I been so blind? That night, he came home humming, oblivious as ever. You're quiet, he said, nudging me as we ate. Everything okay? I wanted to explode, to fling the truth in his face, but something held me back. Fear, maybe, or the desperate hope that I'd misunderstood. Just thinking, I said, my voice tight. About what? Our anniversary. It slipped out, a test. His face didn't change. Same warm smile, same crinkled eyes. Can't wait, he said, squeezing my hand. 3 years, huh? Feels like yesterday. I nodded, choking on the lump in my throat. Liar. A week later, I couldn't take it anymore. Lila had a date with him. Saturday, 7 p.m., the coffee shop downtown. He'd told me he had a work thing, kissing my cheek before leaving. I watched him go, then grabbed my coat. The shop was crowded, the air thick with espresso and chatter. I sat in the corner, hoodie up, sunglasses on, feeling ridiculous but desperate. At 7:05, he walked in. My Jake, in the jacket I'd bought him last Christmas. He scanned the room, then sat at a table alone, checking his phone. Waiting for her. For me. I didn't approach him. I couldn't. Instead, I texted as Lila. Running late. Traffic. Be there in 20. No worries, he replied. I'll grab us a spot. He ordered 2 coffees. Black, no fuss. My hands shook as I watched him. This stranger wearing my boyfriend's face. Who was he waiting for? Who did he think Lila was? Did he even care that I was at home trusting him? 20 minutes passed. Then 30. He texted again. You okay? Still coming. I didn't reply. He waited another 10 minutes, then left, shoulders slumped. I followed him out, keeping my distance, my heart a war drum in my chest. He didn't go home. He went to a bar. I stood outside, rain soaking through my hoodie, watching through the window as he ordered a drink. Alone. No Tara. No Jessica. No Lila. Just Jake, drowning something I couldn't name. I confronted him the next morning. He was bleary-eyed, hungover, stirring sugar into his coffee. I set my phone on the table, his dating profile glowing on the screen. What's this? I asked, my voice steady despite the storm inside me. His face went white. What? Where did you? Don't. I cut him off. Don't lie. I saw it. I saw all of it. Tara. Jessica. Lila. How long, Jake? He stared at me, mouth opening and closing like a fish out of water. It's not what you think, he finally said, weak. Then what is it? My voice cracked. Tell me what it is, because I've spent weeks tearing myself apart, trying to figure it out. I wasn't going to do anything, he said, hands up like he could stop the flood. It was just, I don't know, a game. A stupid ego thing. I never met them. Bullshit. I threw the words at him. Tears spilling now. You were at that coffee shop last night. You were waiting for her. For me. I made Lila. I watched you. His eyes widened, horror dawning. You. What? I had to know. I whispered. I had to see how far you'd go. And you went, Jake. You went all the way. He sank into a chair, head in his hands. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I did it. I love you. I swear I do. Then why? My voice broke, raw and ragged. Why wasn't I enough? He didn't answer. He couldn't. The silence stretched, heavy and suffocating, until I couldn't stand it anymore. I grabbed my keys and left, the door slamming behind me. The weeks before our anniversary blurred into a haze of pain. I stayed with my sister, crying until my eyes ached, replaying every moment of our life together. The good, the late night talks, the road trips, the way he'd hold me like I was his anchor. And the bad, the secrets, the lies, the hollow space where trust used to be. He called, texted, begged. I'll delete it all. I'll go to therapy. Please, don't throw us away. But every word felt like sand slipping through my fingers. The day of our anniversary came, gray and cold. I drove to the pier where he'd proposed, the wind biting my skin. I stood there, staring at the waves and let myself feel it all. The love, the betrayal, the loss. I didn't know if I could forgive him. I didn't know if I wanted to. But I knew one thing. I deserved more than a secret profile and a man who'd gamble my heart for an ego boost. As the rain started again, I turned away from the water and walked back to my car. The future was a blank page, terrifying and empty. But for the first time in weeks, I felt something like hope. 2 months later, I got an email. Not from Jake. From Tara. She'd found my name in his old messages, pieced it together. I didn't know, she wrote. He told me he was single. I'm sorry. I didn't reply, but I kept the email, a quiet reminder that the truth, however painful, sets you free. And somewhere out there, Jake was still Jake. Charming, chaotic, broken. I hoped he'd find himself one day, but it wouldn't be with me.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button and share it with your friends. And if you'd love to see more content like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so you never miss a new upload. See you in the next video.